What's up, everybody? Back again, Trip 7, Skateboard Out of My Mind, episode number 4. We're going to talk a little bit about the w.b.c, go into the history of it and everything. Here with Artie again, DJ Torso. So we're going to let him take the reins tonight and see what's going on.
All right, well, we'll start from the beginning. So, w.b.c, what really brought it about? How did it get its start?
What really brought it about was there was just some shit went down, and we were like, well, let's write a song about it. And so we wrote a song about it, about what happened and like the people involved. And while we were writing that song, like once we finished it and all that, and that's when I was like,
it just kind of turned into a thing then. Yeah, it's like,
it turned into
like,
a thing.
Hey, this is cool. We want to do this.
Yeah, like after we got that first song done, we're like, all right. I said, so I got a bunch of songs. I wrote a bunch of songs. I had a bunch of songs written already, so we made another one, and then so we just kind of kept going from there. We ended up having like our first. It was like a four track demo we made or something, and like there was 2 songs on there that were kind of serious, and then that's when I was like, I don't want to do this. Like I don't want to make hip hop like this. I want to make funny music. I want to make people laugh. I want to do shit like
Frunk.
that. Yeah,
That's what we like to call
music.
it.
Yeah.
Frunk. So, like, what are some of like your inspirations, like artists that influenced the music?
Well, for me, I think, I'll take it back from the beginning. Like I got into hip hop like in the late 80s. Like NWA came out and all that, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then when they split up and like Eazy-E went his own, like Eazy-E always caught my eye, like from NWA and all that. And then when he went solo, I was like, okay, it's like this shit's tight. That's what I like. That was like one of my first influences, like in hip hop, was Eazy-E. And then Biggie came out and Tupac. So like them two were also my influences. Like it sounds cheesy, I guess, but that's just the era we grew up in. Yeah. So that's who was hot.
Early 90s.
Yeah, that's who.
Early 90s stuff.
You know, that's who I liked. And then as far as like the funny stuff goes, and like just the crazy stuff we do, ICP. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can talk shit if you want.
I know there's a love-hate with those guys. It's like a group you either love or hate. There's really no middle ground.
Yeah, but I don't know, you know, from like 93 or 94, probably. Like I just got into ICP real big. I liked it. They were just funny, crazy, weird. Bloodhound Gang.
Bloodhound Gang, that's another good one.
Yeah, Bloodhound Gang, you know,
they just don't give a fuck.
They're basically the w.b.c, but in rock music.
Yeah.
So,
you can definitely see the parallels there.
Yeah. Tenacious D, you know, they write crazy music too. Basically, you know, bands like that.
Yeah.
But like I mentioned earlier, like when we on the episode where we interviewed you, I wrote a lot of songs actually listening to the Dixie Chicks. I don't know
that's a little out there, but
yeah, I don't know how
interesting
how that came about, but I always like every kind of music, like seriously, like every kind of music, and like even Christian music. Like that was also one of my biggest influences, was a band called DC Talk. They're a Christian rap group, and so I was really big into them. And but yeah, I got very eclectic music, and the Dixie Chicks, I don't know, I could just put their CD on and I just start writing songs, and it doesn't make sense because the way our lyrics are compared to the Dixie Chicks. So
not complete opposites there. But
yeah, just it never. I don't know.
Man, let's talk about some of the other members. I know we haven't had. Well, we've had one on one of the podcasts before, but what about some of the other guys that were with us earlier?
Well, it first started out. It was me, my brother Nick, and Ian. We wrote the first song, and then we kept going. So we're like, okay, and then we were like, well, maybe we want to try to do shows. So that's when we asked you if you want to be the DJ.
Yeah.
So we got you, and then Ian. He we recorded the whole album. We finished writing. We recorded the whole record, and Ian was going to the military when he got out of school. So we're like, crap, well, we need somebody to fill in. So that's when we asked Eric if he wanted to come in. And after that, it was just kind of, that's how it was. After that, Ian did the first few shows with us, but Eric was there too. So it was just kind of, getting the feel for it and everything. But, I mean, it worked out pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and how about the first show? Can you recall that? Like
the first show,
I believe it was Rally Point.
It was Rally.
Yeah,
it was Rally Point. We had some audio problems, but we pulled it off. I think it was pretty damn good for none of us ever being on stage and doing a performance. And like I said before, we never practiced our songs
in the car on the way.
Yeah,
like
in the car.
I forgot the lyrics to the song. I gotta go over it a couple times. 5 minutes before we're supposed to go in.
Yeah, so
we
we just kind of we listened to the demo, we listened to the CD, just kind of rapped our own parts always. So that was always our practice, was just if we were just hanging out.
CD in the car, yeah.
And then we would just be like, well, what do you want to do? What songs do you want to do? We write out a set list and everything.
Yeah. And what about some of the more memorable shows? I know our first one wasn't as memorable. I mean, it was the first. That's what we'll always have for that one. But what were some of the better shows that you remembered?
Some of the better shows, definitely the Juggalo show we did at Rally Point.
Yeah, I believe that was the second one we did.
Yeah, that was good. Good crowd.
I got plastered.
He got plastered. We finished with Homies, so we had
that was good. I remember a lot about that. Yeah, that went over really well with the crowd there.
Yeah,
that one did.
They love that. The Hoodstock one, where we did that big show at Newbies, I think it was.
Yeah, I believe it was Newbies.
There wasn't a lot of people there, but that was the first time we decided we were gonna give something away. So we got that stupid poster and all signed it and everything, and gave it away. Mm-hmm. And it was pretty good. I was like, well, let's just go do this show. There's 30,000 people out there, and it was high energy for us. It felt good to do it, even with the small crowd.
Yeah.
Then our first one at the New Daisy with Taco the Mofos and Lil White.
Lil White, yeah.
That was a fucking amazing show.
That was probably our largest crowd, the biggest crowd that we had. There were probably at least 50 to 60 people, if not.
No, there was more than that. There was at least 100-something people there. But it had to be, yeah. And I remember that we had we had beach balls, streamers, blow pops to throw out the crowd.
Was that the silly string one too? Tell them about that. Yeah.
That was the first time we decided we were going to spray silly string, because we were like, well, let's just do something. Basically it's a rip-off from ICP because they spray the Faygo, but I was like, I want to do something fun like that. It kind of takes...
Be different, though, not do exactly what they do, yeah.
Yeah, be different, and, it's not the whole show, just the end. That's how we end it. And, plus we got to take away from, just the utter ridiculousness of our show. So we just kind of make it fun. That way people don't pay attention to what the hell's actually going on. So we come out, the guy introduced us, and we run out on stage.
Obviously, I didn't run out on stage.
we run out of stage. I had a beach ball in my hand, and I went to go throw it, and it like slipped, and it just like beamed this girl right in the face. But I was like, oh, it was a beach ball, so it didn't hurt, I guess. But and the silly string, we sprayed.
Well, no, we brought quite a few cans of it. It was quite a few, but I think they started getting upset about it.
Yeah, but that first one, like, it was, we had 100 cans of silly string.
I knew we brought quite a bit. I knew we brought quite a bit.
We had 100 cans, and I think we got probably almost 80 cans sprayed.
That's a lot of silly string.
Yeah, it's a lot of silly string. But we got it from the Dollar Tree. So, there was like 5 of us. What, $20 a piece, 20 cans a piece, 10 cans a piece. So it was like everybody just threw in a little bit, and so that was fun. And then, like, the owner told us, after the show, like, don't do that again, and blah blah blah. So we had a show the following weekend at the New Daisy again, and we went, and I was like, we're bringing our silly string. So we bring another 100 cans, and we spray about 5 or 6 cans. I remember that. And they freaked out. Cut the sound, and the owner almost stopped the whole night. And we were the open act. We're always the opening act. And so it was like,
yeah, apparently silly string is anarchy.
Yeah, I mean,
we're like graffitiing a place up.
Even though it was like 100, like 80 cans the week before, it took them like 2 sweeps of that broom, and it was all cleaned up.
Yeah, it doesn't really make that much of a mess.
Yeah, it was.
It's really easy to clean up, and we would have cleaned it up.
Yeah, and I told him, I told him on the microphone, bring me this dust mop. I'll sweep it up. But so that was our. No, we did another show there. But we didn't spray any silly string. I was just like...
No, just didn't want to start anything with the...
I didn't want to start anything. But yeah, those are probably the more memorable ones. There's a few shows here and there. I mean, they're all fun. They're all good. But like a lot of...
fun to be up there.
It's like the sound messed up here and there. And, sometimes it threw me off and I'd start getting mad. But I'm just like... Just
gotta go
push through it, because even like big famous acts sometimes their stuff can mess up, So I'm like, well,
yeah. I think overall we probably had done around 10 shows, maybe 12.
Yeah,
done quite a few. Some of them are a little far between, but
yeah.
So how about some of the tracks on this album? We won't go into all of them, but how did some of those come about? Like, which ones really stand out?
Well, like I said, the first one we ever wrote was called Found Out, and that was about the situation that happened.
Yeah.
And so we just wrote it, like, we were just pissed off, and we were just like, we just sat down and we just like wrote it in like 15 minutes, I think.
15.
We just it didn't take long at all. Like, we didn't.
I guess there was like a lot of inspiration there for that one.
Yeah,
so
like
we all know this is what I'm gonna write.
We didn't have a beat or nothing. We didn't even have any beats at that time, because Nick was making the beats or finding the beats online we could get, and so we just like we just wrote the songs, and we'll see. What are the songs you want to know about?
Well, let's see. We don't have to go into too much detail about the lyrics, but Flowers and Candy, that's one that always stands out for me.
Flowers and Candy, that song.
Yeah, like I said, we don't have to get into the lyrics. It's a little bizarre.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre. Like, we don't... It basically came from, just from listening to ICP.
It definitely has the sample or the track in the background does have that vibe to it. Like the carnival.
Little carnival.
Yeah, it does
sound,
have that kind of vibe.
And I actually helped make that beat, I'm not a good beat maker, but I was like, I'll try.
Tell them how it turned into like the screaming on it.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be rapped out, rap it, I guess that's how you'd say it. We were just supposed to do it like a regular song. And then on the way there, Ian was like, I don't want to do this song. I don't want to, you know, be on it. He's like, just go in there and yell it and scream it. You know, so kind of like ICP did with like Fuck the World. You know, they kind of yell a little bit in that song. It's just kind of raw. So I go in there. I go in the booth. And I'm just like, fuck it. I'm
So
like,
you didn't expect to perform it that way.
Yeah.
Or record it that way.
I didn't
and it's
expect
like,
to record
shit.
it, so I never had even thought of how to do it. So I was just like, you know what? I was like, let's go. We're doing this one take. I'm doing it one take, and that's it. If we don't get it, we're scratching the
Just
song.
won't even use it. Yeah, it'll be a B-side when we get famous. Like,
Yeah. So we went in the booth. His song comes on, and I'm just like, just go. And I get it. I get it right. I get all the lyrics right. I got it first time. I was like, that's it. You know, we're not gonna, you know, dub over it. We're not gonna double track it or whatever. I just was like, that's it. We're done. And it's such a loud song.
Yeah, I think we actually only did it at one show, maybe two.
Yeah, maybe two, I think. But I don't like doing it. And I just
It definitely will wake the crowd up, and they'll be like, "Oh, what the hell is this?" I mean,
yeah,
it's
it'll
definitely
wake them up.
It will turn heads. It's gonna turn heads.
Yeah, it'll turn heads, and I don't know. Like, I don't know why we wrote it. Like, I don't know honestly, I don't know what we were thinking. Like, I think we were listening to a lot of ICP, and I think this is what we got the vibe from, was just ICP, like, kind of write like a horrorcore type song.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where that came from. Just,
But then, let's see. Oh, this is always one that's popular with the people that have been around. The breast pump song.
the breast pump
And the
song.
actual title, which I can never remember. Like high endurance something.
Yeah, the breast pump song is High Endurance Miracle Bubble Rice.
Yes, whatever. Yes,
So-
whatever that means. Does that have a meaning?
No, it literally
Put words
was
together.
just looking through one of April's the mom magazines or baby magazines and just like picking random words.
And then it's like
It's,
most people know it as the breast pump song.
Yeah, it's just a breast pump song, and that came about like I think I went into it a little bit, but last time, but
I think that's one we've done at every show.
yeah,
that I can
we do
remember.
that at every show. It basically came apart. There was we were getting towards the end of writing, and we're like, well, we need like another song, and we were just sitting in the room, and like, what can we rap about? What can we talk about? What can we sing about? And then I look over and I see the breast pump there, and I was like, let's fucking write
Sing
a
a breast pump. Yeah, let's
Let's
do a
fucking
song
write a
about
song
that.
about a breast pump. So we just start writing about breast pumps, and they're like, all right. So like, we're like, all right, how are we gonna do it, and all that. And I wanted it. There was the Kia Shine song, "Put Your Stunner Shades On." Remember that?
I think I might have heard that.
And I don't know, like the song, like when it came out, like I don't know, I was just like, I don't like this guy. I don't like this song. I was like, I want to punch this guy. And I mean, he's all right rapper. You know, he's got good music. And I was like, I just want to. So we kind of emulated that sound. It was like, put your breast pumps on and do the titty squeeze. So he's like, put your stutter shades on. So it was just kind of like emulating that, but put the breast pumps on. And it was, I had somebody call me one time during the middle of the day, talking about they're at work and they're like laughing because they're hearing that song in their fucking head. I was like,
it's funny how you say though, like that was like one of the last ones you wrote because you needed a song, and that's the one that we get a lot about. People are like, oh man, I love that song.
Yeah.
Like you said, these people are like laughing about it at work. Yeah, it's funny how that came about like that.
and then and then we just like we put it like in the middle of the CD, but I guess so I didn't want it to look like that was the last song, but I'm telling you now, it was one of the last songs, I think. So
Yeah. And then another one that's really good. This is one of the other serious ones on the album, I believe. Come on, True to This.
True to This.
True to This. Yeah, that one.
That was
another one of the serious,
that
more
actually
serious ones. No comedy in that song, really.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any in that. Which is fine, but that song actually, like a lot of our songs I wrote when I was like writing to like make a punk rock band. So like the songs are kind of short sometimes, so they call it punk rap.
Punk rap.
Since I changed it into rap. But true to this, I actually wrote as a rap. And I really don't know the inspiration for it, honestly. I don't remember when I wrote it because I was writing so much punk rock songs. And then all of a sudden I was like,
and that one
then I was like looking through my book. I was like, I got this fucking rap song. It's like, oh shit. So it's not the whole song because like there was like, I don't remember how many verses were actually on it, but like when I was like going through it, like when we were going to record it, I was like, okay, I guess towards the end of writing the song, I just kind of rambled and I wasn't making sense or anything, and I couldn't make it all fit together. And or maybe it was trying to be a punk rock song because I was trying to write a rap and punk rock at the same time, so I was kind of mixing it, I guess. But I got it. I was able to chop it up and cut it down and get a pretty good 2.5 minutes. I think
around 2.5, 3 minutes. I think around that.
With the chorus and everything. So I put that in there. Just got it done. But yeah, I like that song. And when we finished our demo, Taco and Demofos, they when I went to one of their shows shortly after we finished the demo, and I said, hey, I got my demo, here you go, guys. And they were like, oh hell yeah. They're like, we're gonna give it to them to play in between shows. So they played our demo in between the shows, like when the first band was off, they played the demo while the other band was setting up. And I was looking around and like, the crowd was bobbing their head and shit. They had a pretty good response to it. So I was like, that's pretty cool. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna finish the album.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, and then one of my personal favorites, I know it's one of the more goofy ones on there, Ray Finkel.
Ray Finkel.
Yes, I love that one. I don't know what it is about it, but it...
That one is, it's just kind of obvious. Where the inspiration came from, and, I think that was another one we were just trying to figure out what are we going to write about, because it was all brand new to us, Even though I had wrote a bunch of songs already, it's still just kind of new because it was like we're writing for a purpose now. And so we're like, I think Ace Ventura was on TV or something. I don't know. Or Nick had a Dolphins blanket. Maybe that's where it came from or something. But we were just like, let's make a song about Ray Finkel. So, it's pretty... I think people like that song pretty good too. It's pretty funny. I like it. I like to perform it at shows. I'd like to get a Ray Finkel jersey.
That would be awesome.
I'd like to.
You just show up at a show.
Yeah, I'd like to get one, and in the middle of the show, like when we get ready to do Ray Finkel,
just put the Finkel jersey.
Take my black shirt off, and then I got the Finkel jersey on.
That would be cool. We'll have to
look online or something.
We'll have to remember that for a show one day. We'll have to pull that off.
Yeah.
And one more song that really comes to mind is Salad Tossing. I'm sure just by the name, I'm sure everybody knows what that's about.
Yeah,
but that's one of our more, I think, popular ones, maybe.
Well,
it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Well, we're just riding around. I think it's so long ago. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago. It's been a while.
Yeah, let's see. It's 2019 now, and
like 12, 13.
It's a long time ago now. Yeah.
Before people started getting offended by everything, so making a new record right now might be very hard, but we don't care. We offend everybody. We're equal opportunity offenders.
Yes.
And I think I even say that in one of my. I think I say that in Kings of Frunk song. But the Salad Tosser, I was just like, let's just write a song about eating booty. So it was just, okay. So it's like me and Eric. I think Ian was already gone then. So it was me.
Yeah, it was you, Eric.
It was me, Eric, and Nick. We just wrote a song about eating booty. And that one at shows, like, I've seen some crazy looks, like surprised looks, like, what the fuck is he talking about? What the hell? You know, we've done it at a bar where there's like been old people there. And they're like, so it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's definitely like certain venues we'd have to do certain songs, and then other ones are like, I don't need to do that one here.
Yeah.
So you just have to kind of watch it. Like I said, we don't really care about offending people because we're going to offend everybody. But
yeah,
I don't know. We still got to, I guess, watch ourselves. We don't want to get beat up. But
yeah.
But that covers most of them. There's a few other songs. You can check them out on Reverb Nation, by the way.
Yeah. ReverbNation.com/WBC. That's we're old school. We haven't moved up on any platforms.
We'll have to post that in the
link.
The link in the video. We'll do that.
What about blah blah blah?
Blah blah blah. Yeah, talk about that one. Yeah.
You like that one? You like blah blah blah?
Blah. Yeah, that's
that one. I was at night school, and
yeah, I remember you telling me about this one, how it came about. Now, yes,
I was at night school, and I wrote quite a few songs at night school, so I always had my notebook with me. Instead of doing schoolwork, I was, writing songs, and I think it was in biology, Mr. Cole's class.
Mr. Cole, yeah,
Mr. Cole. I was just looking around the room and just writing random words. I think somebody in the class told me to do that. I don't remember who or what, but they're like, just write random words. So I just literally just looked around the classroom, and that's all I did. I just wrote random ass words down, and so that's how blah 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 was born. And then we got to the studio, and Ian, I think he wanted to get in on it. But he didn't write nothing, so he just like freestyled his whole track like on first go. And he was the last person on it. Like Brandon he freestyled his whole thing too on that same day. He freestyled his, he was second, and then Ian went third, and then we ran out of track. Like the song finished and he wasn't done going, so you could hear him at the end. We left it in. He was kind of mad. He's like, "What the hell? I was going." So that's it at the end of the song. So that's how that song came about.
And then one more. I completely forgot about this song. You mentioned it just a few minutes ago. It was Kings of Frunk.
Kings of Frunk. Yeah,
that one. That one slipped my mind because I don't know. Was that one actually on the album?
No,
I think that one was afterwards.
Yeah, that one was that was Ian was already gone. We just were writing about Frunk, and honestly, I don't even know how the words go to it anymore. Like I don't even know if we have it on a CD anywhere, because like we recorded it. I think we recorded it at my house. In the room on my computer and everything, so it's kind of not as good a quality.
That'll be another one day. That'll be like a rarity or a B-side if we'll dig it up from the attic one day. Like, holy shit, we found this song.
It might be on my computer that I got in 2005. So I might have to.
And then there was one more I can remember. I don't believe it was actually on the album either. It was w.b.c.
w.b.c. No, that one on the album either. That was another one we cut at the house. That was just about our friend Brian. He was a big guy, sweaty guy. So we just made a little tribute to him. It was. We were talking shit in the song, but it was all just in fun humor.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
We hang around. We talk shit about each other. So it was a fun song. But yeah, those two weren't on any record. Like, I mean, I guess since nobody's really heard them, even in concert, we could put them on a new record. But yeah, we'd have to re-record them again. But
yeah, because I don't remember if we actually did either one of those at a show.
I think we did Kings of Frunk once. Because they were like, keep going. I'm like, we don't have no more fucking songs.
We run out of songs. I think in total, we haven't covered all of them. We won't cover a couple probably, but we probably have about 12
or 13. But like, we don't. But we didn't like. I didn't want to do the flowers and candy, so I was like not doing that. And then we have that my confession song about the priest. I didn't want to do that, so we didn't do that. So that's the one we never done in concert ever.
Yeah.
It was just. I won't even go into that one, but it's.
And then I'm trying to remember. It's actually not w.b.c. Didn't you do a song with another guy? Wasn't it called Booty Hole Gangster?
Booty Hole Gangster, yeah, that was.
That wasn't a w.b.c. song, but
no, that was
you were on it.
My little homie Michael Quinn. He wanted to write, collab and shit. So we went over to his crib one day, and we picked out a beat, and then we just sat there, and a few hours later we came up with it. Booty Hole Gangsters. It was a pretty good song. I performed it in concert a few times. Some by myself, and then he was there one time with us.
Yeah, I think.
And then
I might have been there for that one.
Yeah, I think you were. It was at the New Daisy.
Okay, yeah, I was there for one of the shows.
Yeah. And then we did another collab with I did a collab with your brother.
Yeah, I missed that one. I was on the road for that one.
We made it's called The Type of Shit, and it's big. That's a serious song too. No funny stuff in it. It's just about the struggles of life and all that shit. Trying to get through it and all that. And we did that. Me and him performed that once or twice at a little bar,
that little club in Millington.
Yeah, 5112. We did it there a few times. So yeah, that was a pretty good song. And that was actually, I had a girl message me on MySpace. That's how old that old that shit is.
Ancient stuff.
And she was like, "Oh, I love your new song," because like we already had some songs. Like we had the whole album on MySpace, and then we put, I think we did put Kings of Frunk on there, and then we put Type of Shit on there. And she like messaged me. She's like, "Oh, I love that song. It helps me out so much. I've been going through a rough spot, and it's been helping me out so much.
It's good to hear that when you get that from people. That makes you feel really good. Like like if anything, you help somebody through your music. If you don't get famous or rich from it, you help somebody. That's.
Yeah, and she even likes the other music. She said it makes her laugh. Makes her happy and all that. But that made me feel good that song helped her. Because I was like, that shit was pretty wild. So.
But that pretty much covers most of the songs. We won't get into all of them. But what do you see for the future?
The future? Shit, man. I want to work on some new songs. But it's looking like it's just, no, Eric might do it. I don't know if his work schedule or what. Hopefully he'll want to do it. Do some more. But definitely, then it's just got to be me and you.
I might have to start rapping.
But we're going to keep doing that shit. But yeah, I definitely want to work on writing some new music, get some new songs recorded, try to do some new shows. Summer's coming up, so I want to try to get some shows going and, just keep doing what we do. Just having fun, making music, making people laugh, cry, sad, pissed off, angry that they have to be there. And it's the greatest thing knowing that they have to sit through us to get to the next band.
Yeah.
And they can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like Adam Sandler said, "Well, I have a microphone and you don't, so you will listen to every damn word I have to say."
Yeah.
And that's kind of psychotic. But that's my favorite part. No, I do like the laughs and all that. Like, I was always like stage fright, so it was like scary at first. And
once you get up there, it's not quite as bad. Once you get going, you start kind of feeling it a little bit, and it's like, oh yeah, it's not so bad.
Like the lights actually help a lot because you can't really see them actually. So that helps a lot. But it's just kind of crazy knowing that they're out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I said, hopefully we can get some shows going and get some more music and just keep it going. I mean, the likelihood of getting a record deal is not in my head. at all.
If it happens, it happens.
If something did happen, that would be great. But you know, I just like music ever since I was a little kid.
It's a hobby. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since I was a little kid, I just like to perform.
Well, that probably wraps it up for this time. Might have some more for you later. But, yeah. Hopefully you learned a little more about us, what we're about, and, yeah.
There's not much to it, but... Well, all right. Well, click, share, like, subscribe, all that. Tell your friends.
Yep.
Tell your grandma.
All the shit we're supposed to say at the end of a video.
Peace.
Later.